It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Las Vegas. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of
Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the 43. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is first and 10 at the 36. Plowing up the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
Dropping back to throw. Gets this to Bateman. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Putting the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. From the red zone now. He has the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense. Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
3rd and short is difficult on the call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's when they should have run instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Raider football. They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Pass play coming here. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw here on 1st down. Complete here to Bowers. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they take him down right along the 30. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's caught Metcalf. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. Scores, touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Mahomes. He lets a heater go deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Big play gets him across midfield. Sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. He's running for it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter are about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. 3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chiefs 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start? Well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in by Tucker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Metcalf's got it, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back-to-back carries here. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And now they have a 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Brock Bowers the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from them on the road in the postseason. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. Into the red zone. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Holding offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now a give on the counter. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for a target. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the...
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Vegas 1st down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders driving. Back to pass on 1st and 10. It's caught Metcalf. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This ball's cut by Bowers. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun on 3rd down. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Gets this to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. From the 44 here on 2nd down. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's him bringing it 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
J.K. Scott on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here before the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're now halfway through deciding who's going to... Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They motion the tight end over. Here's 2nd and 5. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Kansas City sends out its punt team. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Left side, caught by Metcalf. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the 47. Gets him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. They'll run the counter. This is ahead for about 5. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 37. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He has the first over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete here to Bowers. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
It's 3rd and 1.
Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested.
And they give to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing is Mahomes. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Putting a receiver in motion.
6-yard line.
From the 46. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. Now a give running right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got a man left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Trying the right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
To throw here on first down. He brings it in. And this one does not go far.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
One of the tight ends in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's a throw. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First down throw, Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Finds his man, Rice. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's Chiefs football, and their season will be over if they don't erase this deficit. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They are now set for 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. On target to Worthy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Second and 6 coming up here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Pistol now for Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Mahomes throwing for 2. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got Bowers working the sideline. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless.
So here comes that challenge flag. The Chiefs want him to take another look at that
Previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the set. On the move, headed right. He can run it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. This time it's a passing play. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They kick the running back in motion. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Man in motion here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. They'll try and punch it in. Runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chiefs hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They bring a tight end in motion right. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Another throw for Mahomes. Called in left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st down throw, Mahomes. On target to his man Higgins. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again, Mahomes. Setting up the screen. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it an 18-point game.
Chiefs 20.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.